How is it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store's PlayStation Plus sale will officially kick off tomorrow, but I know some of you guys are a part of the upper echelon, the true class in society, the PlayStation Plus subscribers, and you get to take advantage of some early deals right now. All of these deals will carry on over to tomorrow when the official sale does kick off, but I thought we would highlight some of the more expensive game deals that are live right now. There's a ton of stuff on sale, so I'm going to try to get through this fairly quickly, since I pulled out literally all of the good deals. Over $10, we looked at the ones under $10 in the earlier video, and this is based on the small amount of deals that are available, and while these deals are good, you can get them even cheaper by getting your PlayStation Store credit from our sponsor today. Check them out. But with these deals already available, you can get these deals even cheaper by utilizing ENEBA.com, where they've got $100 PlayStation Network keycards available even cheaper. So the idea is you'll want to stack these cards with the deals already available, or anything that's available on the PlayStation Store. They've got $100 PSN cards down to $87. You'll have to pay a bit of a service fee, but you'll still get it much cheaper than that regular $100, and you'll stack that on top of the deals that the PlayStation Store is running, and you can get some great value offers. Right now on their PSN credit, they are also running a bonus cashback program, so if you buy any of the PSN credit, you will get cash back in credit that you can put towards even more PSN credit or anything on ENEBA's site, so take advantage of that promotion as well. Get your PSN credit even cheaper right now. Not only that, if you don't want to take advantage of the deals that are available on the PSN Store, you can check out upcoming games. We got Doom the Dark Ages coming out later this month. We got Elden Ring Night Reign. There's going to be a lot of big games coming out that are going to be quite expensive, but you can get them a little bit cheaper by checking out ENEBA.com and getting yourself some PSN credit. Link in the description box below, and now on to the video. Now, again, we got a lot of deals to go over. As always, links to all of these are in the description box below, but let's get right into it, and let's kick things off with Ghostwire Tokyo. 75% off for $14.99. Ghostwire Tokyo is one of the few games that we have a full review on this channel. I did like an in-depth 18-minute review of this game, and I think after that review, I actually did a couple more reviews after that, but I was just like, bro, I am not cut out for this. There's a lot of great reviewers on YouTube. This is not my lane, but I did enjoy, to an extent, doing that review, and I really enjoyed Ghostwire Tokyo. Is it a blowaway game? Absolutely not. There are some glaring issues with the game. The length and the pacing of the game, I would say, is unfortunately the biggest issue, and how it just comes to an abrupt end with not a very satisfying conclusion. However, I still thought from an atmosphere and tension standpoint, the game was tremendous. The sound design is incredible. The visuals are great. The abilities are pretty good. And for $14.99, I think it's a great pickup. If you do all the side content, there is some length to it. However, if you just rush through the main story, it's a super quick game. Like, I'm talking about 10 to 12 hours, like that type of quick brevity for the game. But $14.99 for Ghostwire Tokyo, I think it's a pretty good pickup. Dead Space Remake, $13.99 on this. Excellent deal for the Dead Space Remake, and I do believe this is a historic low price point for it. Dead Space Remake is awesome. I loved Dead Space 1. I love Dead Space 2 as well, and they did a great job of remaking Dead Space 1 from the ground up, expanding it a little bit, but still staying true to what the original was. And once again, I say these words again, but atmosphere and tension are the most important parts to me about a horror game, and Dead Space knocks that out of the park, and the remake accentuates it even more. The gameplay is really good as well. A lot of cool weapons. The plasma cutter, of course, an absolutely iconic weapon there, but yeah, great game. $13.99. Unfortunately, Dead Space, you back to the shelf after this one. You ain't, and this time you probably ain't coming back, so it's a little bit of a bummer. Maybe we can get a Dead Space 2 HD remaster. I don't need a full-on remake, EA, but at least let me get an HD remaster of it. Or, I mean, the game was already in HD, but let me just get an updated release of it, you know, new trophies, all that, the basics, and I'll be okay. But yeah, $13.99 on that. A bunch of Square Enix games. Let's just go through these fairly quickly. You've got SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered, 25% off for $22.49. This just came out not too long ago. A remaster, amazing visual style, has been on my to-play list for a while. y'all already know that it's gonna be on there for a while, and I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I do plan on getting to it at some point. I always get to the niche JRPGs at some point, but this one's been on the back burner for a while. Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven, 30% off for $34.99. Look, everybody loved this game. I gave it a shot. I didn't get into it as much as everybody else. I really did not like the structure of the game and how you go through the timeline and whatnot. Just not my cup of tea. I gotta give it another shot, but again, who knows when that's gonna happen. But it seems like everybody else loves it, so more power to them. One of those titles that I just haven't gotten into, or I didn't get into. And then Octopath Traveler 2 is 60% off for $24. Amazing deal. You know, a lot of people want their turn-based JRPGs, and I totally get that, but, you know, and most people want it out of a Final Fantasy game. Again, I get that, but Octopath Traveler is right there, and it's incredible. Its narrative is great. The characters and their story arcs is really well done, and for $24, just an outstanding deal. Highly, highly recommended. Excellent pickup there. Neo: The World Ends With You is $24 as well. I love this game. I love The World Ends With You as an IP. I think it's criminally underrated. It would be nice to get a remaster or a port of the original game on PlayStation, but unfortunately, we cannot have nice things. Neo: The World Ends With You is fantastic. Breaking Free is an amazing battle track. The whole soundtrack to World Ends With You is incredible, and we all know Square Enix JRPGs have incredible soundtracks as it is. World Ends With You takes it up to 11, because it honestly, as far as Square Enix JRPGs go, World Ends With You might take the cake for the best soundtrack. Like Deja Vu, Calling, Breaking Free, all of those tracks are tremendous. And the game itself is pretty damn good. Story's pretty good, and I enjoyed the gameplay. I know some people aren't crazy about the pin mechanics and whatnot, but I think the game is great. Final Fantasy 1 through 6, the Pixel Remaster Bundle, $48.74 on this. Yes, it's pricey, but FF4, FF6, two iconic games, and then you've got all the other titles as well. 4 and 6 are the ones that I feel like people gravitate towards the most, but you get all 6 here of the pre-7 Final Fantasy games, and a good time to be had. And they look great with the Pixel Remaster. So a lot of Square Enix titles, just wanted to give a mention to a lot of those. FF7 remakes on sale as well, but yeah, y'all already know about that. All right, next up, Sea of Thieves 2025 Premium Edition, 50% off for $29.99. This gets you the base game, all deluxe edition bonuses, Dire Dark Warsmith Ship Collection, Dire Dark Warsmith Ship's Crest, Dire Dark Warsmith Costume Set, and 1,000 Ancient Coins if you want some additional bonus content with that. Typically $59.99, but $29.99 here. Standard Edition is available for $19.99 right now if you would rather go that route. I believe that, yes, that is a part of the summer sale and not the July savings sale. Got a little confused there, but nonetheless, that is available. Not really my cup of tea. Sea of Thieves has been really one of the home run Microsoft IPs, new IPs, and, you know, live service games, which we all know is super hard to get established in this day and age, but Sea of Thieves, they've done a fairly good job with, so hey, more power to them, but, yeah, $29.99 for that. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Reloaded Edition is $21. This is about to get pulled from PlayStation Plus Extra, actually. Literally, as I'm recording this video, I believe it's about to get pulled from the service, and yeah, it is what it is. $21 for the game. I really enjoyed Dying Light 2. Yes, Dying Light 1 is the better game. I think everybody agrees with that. But Dying Light 2 is still a fun time. The open world has a lot of exploration to be had. Like, really, that was my favorite part about this game, exploring the open world, and I just think the parkour in Dying Light is so enjoyable. Combat in Dying Light 2 really didn't blow me away, and I think narratively, it's not the best, and I really thought the first half was really good, and then the second half, unfortunately, I just think it totally falls off a cliff, which is a bummer, but hopefully Dying Light the Beast will be a little bit better from a narrative standpoint, and I think it will be, but Dying Light 2 is still a really, really great game, and I would highly recommend you to play it. Again, if you want a quality open world to explore, I think you're gonna have a fun time with it, so 21 bucks for that. Elden Ring, 40% off for $35.99, bro. It's Elden Ring. Like, I don't need to sell you on this. It's not even my job to sell you on this game because I'm not the Souls-like guy. Like, yes, do I appreciate what the games bring to the table, but I'm not here to break, oh my god, I beat Melania 84 times. Like, no, dude, I literally have a buddy of mine in the other room right now doing his, like, 6th playthrough of Elden Ring, and, yeah, the man's absolute, and 6 is honestly a pretty light number, for most of the hardcore Elden Ring players that I've talked to, and, yeah, like, you know, I talk to people that get to like NG9 of these games. It's just like, bro, that ain't me. I ain't him, you guys. As the kids say, you ain't him, and I ain't him when it comes to these Souls-like games. But you know what? $36 for what's generally considered to be one of the greatest games of all time. You know, check it out if you're one of the 4 people that have yet to. Plague Tale: Innocence and Requiem. Innocence is $11.99. Requiem is $23.99. You know, these are the games that are much more up my alley than these Souls-like games. You know, narrative-driven, dark, adventure games like Plague Tale, Innocence, and Requiem. Man, these games are incredibly narratively gripping, and you should play both of them. Innocence into Requiem. Heart-wrenching stories and just incredibly captivating, dark aesthetic as well, and a very grim tale. But we got another Plague Tale game coming out in 2026, so looking forward to that. The name escapes me right now, but I will be playing that. And these games are great, so definitely check those out. Borderlands Collection Pandora's Box, 75% off for $37.49. Now, if you just assess this from a value standpoint, this is incredible. If you are one of the few people that don't have anything Borderlands related, like if you don't have the Handsome Collection, if you don't have Borderlands 1 Remastered, if you don't have Telltale's Borderlands, if you don't have new Tales from the Borderlands, you know, you probably shouldn't have new Tales from the Borderlands anyway, that game is worth nothing, but nonetheless, and you don't have Borderlands 3, if you don't have anything, it's an awesome pickup. Borderlands 3 with all the extra content already, I want to say goes for like $25 still. So you get that, you get 1, 2, and Remastered, you get pre-sequel, you get Tales from the Borderlands, and all that for $37.49. Like, screw new Tales from the Borderlands for a second, but all that for $37.49 I think is already pretty good. So yeah, it's pretty damn good from a value standpoint if you don't have any of the content. Really, my 2 cents is this. Borderlands, if you haven't played any of the games, just get 1 and 2 and get pre-sequel from the Handsome Collection. And that's more than enough content to hold you over until Borderlands 4 comes out, and then hopefully that's good. You can skip 3, and then just go play 4, but you know, 4 is gonna have a lot of DLC content and whatnot. That's what I hate about Borderlands 3. Like, I'd be recommending Borderlands 3 a lot more if we could get the game with all the DLC for like $10. Like, that's what it should be, but it's like $25 because they did 2 season passes, and it's just like, bro, just let us get all the content for $10. And I know, what a hot take. I want my games cheaper. Whoa, dude. But nonetheless, Pandora Box Collection, $37.49 on that. Forza Horizon 5 is $44.99. Look, yes, I get it. 4-year-old game, $45. What are we doing here? But you can also get the Premium Edition for $75 if you want the additional content. You know, the Hot Wheels pack and the Rally Adventure pack there. But the base game for $45 I do think is quite good. Hearing rumblings, it sold 2 million copies, and that's an incredible number for a 4-year-old game. You know, definitely a W for Microsoft releasing this game on PlayStation 5. The game itself is phenomenal. Forza Horizon, there's a reason why Motorsport is getting shelved, even though I don't think it should be shelved, but it's getting shelved, but Horizon is here to stay. Hopefully we get a Horizon 6 next year. Forza Horizon is absolutely awesome. It is one of my favorite franchises in all of gaming in terms of the level of consistency it has had, the fun factor in gaming. It is so good, and yes, it's 4 years old, but you know what? There are some games that even if they're released at a delay, like a Ghost of Tsushima when that came out on PC, like a Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation 5, it's $60, you don't care because it's just that damn good. And both of those aforementioned games fit that criteria, and Forza Horizon 5 is now available for $45. I think it's a great pickup, and I would definitely recommend it, so I would give it a shout. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, 20% off for $39.99. Now, this game is going to get a physical release in October, so if you want to wait a while, more power to you. It's Oblivion Remastered. It just came out. It's 20% off. It's still mechanically kind of dated, so keep that in mind. Like, I had some friends that, like, they only played Skyrim, and then they were like, oh my god, Elder Scrolls 4, I've heard so much about it. Then they picked this up, and then they dropped it within a couple of hours. I've had multiple people tell me that they ended up dropping this game. So found that a little surprising, but nevertheless, $39.99 on that. You can check that out. Red Dead 1 and 2. Red Dead 1 is $29.99. Red Dead 2 is $14.99. Red Dead 1, yes, it is super expensive, but Red Dead 1 is still phenomenal. It is a tremendous game. John Marston is a goated main character, but even though he's a goated main character, you know, Arthur probably takes the cake as far as my favorite main character in a video game of all time. But that's how insane Red Dead is. Like, Red Dead and Red Dead 2 might have 1A, 1B for the best video game main characters of all time. And I love the Wild West setting. I've always been more of a Red Dead guy over GTA. I've talked about that ad nauseum, and You know, to be perfectly honest, if Red Dead 2, the upgrade got announced for PlayStation 5, I would probably be more excited for that than I am GTA 6. Look, I like GTA, but GTA's never emotionally gripped me like Red Dead has, and both Red Dead 1 and 2 were able to do that. Red Dead 2 especially, but Red Dead 1 is great as well. Undead Nightmare is a good time, and yeah, definitely worthwhile at these price points. And then lastly, another Rockstar game, LA Noire 1999. The forgotten Rockstar game, but LA Noire is still pretty damn decent. I remember playing this game when it came out, when was it, 2011, which is insane to think about that. From the span of 2008 to 2011, that they put out GTA 4, the GTA 4 DLC episodes, they put out Red Dead Redemption and LA Noire. Nowadays, we get GTA Online updates in perpetuity, but, you know, it is what it is. We can't have nice things in gaming anymore, but LA Noire was a pretty damn good time. I remember being blown away when I initially played this in 2011. By the way, 2012 also had Max Payne 3. Shout out to Max Payne 3. We need a remaster of that game, but back to LA Noire. The facial animations in this game were incredible. The narration, the narrative, I thought all of that was really good. The setting of the game was great. Gameplay was pretty mediocre, but, you know, from a thematic standpoint, I thought it was really well done. And for $19.99, definitely a good pickup there. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals as a part of the early access to the summer sale. Links to all of these in the description box below. Check out our friends over at ENEBA.com. They've got some great deals available on your PSN credit. If you can get that cheaper, that'll do it for me. Your thoughts down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.